Hi, Quantum Jeremy here, and I want to take you through some knees and elbows and the proper technique for throwing those, and we're getting started right now. All right, so first things first, I want to make sure we remember that body movement is super important. So footwork, moving your feet, angle changing, all those things are very important to our boxing, kickboxing, and even our taekwondo sparring techniques. So that being said, you want to make sure that your feet aren't just glued to the floor when you're doing these, but make sure you're moving around when you're getting practice it. Okay. Again, this video is a tutorial. This video is not meant for a massive, like, heart pounding workout, but it's more so that we could go over some of the details of these techniques. In other videos, you'll find ways to use these during boxing combos or maybe ideas on creating your own combos. So right now, let's get started on the elbows. So hands up, elbows in. Okay. Now the idea, there's many ways to throw our elbows. We're just going to stick with the most basic way for right now, and we're just going to throw a cross elbow. Right? It's just coming across the front of that screen right there. Now, if you notice, my other hand was up by my head. We're gonna make this super basic so that we can remember where our hands should be. My hand should be up here by my forehead. I know that looks kind of silly, but at the same time, it's a good reminder of where the hand should be. So hands are up. So if I'm elbowing with this one, I'm gonna raise my elbow up. My palm is gonna be out, and I'm gonna relax my hand. Okay. So the reason I'm gonna relax my hand is because I kind of want to relax all of this stuff here, all these muscles right there. I don't want to make it all tensed up and make it a nice soft target when my muscles are flexed. I don't want that to. I want it to be as bony and sharp as possible. I don't know if you guys can see my elbow, but it's pretty sharp. It's pretty bony. So again, relax that hand. The palm is going to be slightly out. Okay, this hand is going to be out, but it's also going to be up by your head. Okay, so elbow up, cut across, and then hands back up. Elbow up, cut across. Right. So you kind of draw your hand back. You draw that hand back and you cut across. And as you cut across, this hand is up here. And you'll notice too that if you're tensed up, you won't be able to rotate quite as far with that elbow. If you relax, you'll be able to go wham, like all the way through your target. And that's what an elbow should do. An elbow is not an impact weapon per se. It's more of a cutting tool. So this is more of a precision instrument there. So hands up, let's do that. Right elbow. If you've noticed, in our boxing videos, what I try to do is I try to reverse the screen. So this is my left hand. It should be on the same side of the screen as your left hand. So this would be my right arm. So if we take our right arm, we kind of pull it back a little bit, right? It's up by my face still, right? And then we can step and cut it across. So it has a little bit of a wind up to it, right? So draw it back, step, cut it across. Relax that hand. This hand is up by your head. So again, draw it back. Yush. Let's throw 10 of those. 1, 2, 3. Make sure you're bringing it up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to do our left elbow. Left elbow is going to be a little bit different. We are going to have to step with our front foot as we throw that left elbow. Now remember how we brought the right hand back and we brought that right shoulder back a little bit? We're going to do the same thing on the left. We're going to draw that left shoulder back a little bit. Then we're going to step with our left foot. Yush. And we're going to cut across the same way. This time your left arm should be the one that's relaxing and going through the target. And your right hand should be the one that's coming up by your head, okay? So hands up, draw that left shoulder back, and step and cut. Ready? Draw that left shoulder back, step and elbow. Ready? Remember that right hand's up here. Let's do 10 of them. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. All right. We're moving on to knees. So I'm going to widen our shot here a little bit so that you can see my legs. Okay. So we're going to move on and we're going to be throwing some knees. We're using our lower body. As you know, the power from our kicks, the power from our punches, pretty much everything is coming from our hips, coming from our waist. So we're actually going to have to use our waist to throw these knees. So hands are up. We're going to take our back knee and we're going to reach that knee up. But we're also going to be driving it in. So you have to reach your knee toward the camera. And a good exercise for this is to start with your knee up, and then from here try to reach it closer to the screen. Okay, that's going to force you to push with your hip. So from the side, our knee is up, we lean and we push that knee forward. So as we're doing our knees, make sure you're driving your hip in there. Okay, so in fact, if you're trying to strike something with your hip bone right here, right, that would be a good exercise for driving your knee. So hands up, right? So let's bring that, we're using our right knee. Ready, right knee. Ready, right knee. Ready. Let's throw 5 more. Ready. I'm just taking a small step with my left leg each time. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Ready. Now you can always practice a clench. You can practice a single hand clench. Just imagine that you're grabbing onto behind somebody's head as you do those. Now, as I like to spar and I like to do things with my left foot forward, I might have to be in a situation where I have to strike with my front knee. Now that could be with my left foot forward, or it could be with my right foot forward. That's what the V step is for. So hands are up, elbows are in, okay? So hands are up. So the V step works like this. So we drag our front foot back, we step with the other foot. Now I can throw this knee, right? Right, so we V step a knee. So we go 1, 2, ready, again, ready? 1, 2, again, ready, and go. 1, 2, ready, and go. 1, 2, ready, and go. 1, 2, let's throw 5 more of those, ready? Here goes. 1, ready, 2, ready, 3, come on, 4, last one, and 5. And there you have it. We have some knees and elbows. Some ways that you can throw your rear elbow, your lead elbow, your rear leg knee, and your lead leg knee. It might require a little bit of footwork. And if you do end up on the other side, you have to mirror that footwork to the other side as well. So again, just like all of our other boxing videos, this one was it was a tutorial. So this was more about the details than it was about a lot of repetition. So it's up to you to make sure that you put in the practice, you put in the hard work, and you put in the time. So happy training. Log your video yourself doing this and share it with our community so that you can inspire others. And we'll see you on the mats.